Treat Joseph's command as though it were spoken directly.
Of course, but is there something amiss?
My faith and more lies with you, Joseph. I only pray it is enough. Farewell, and may the heavens guide you.
Why are you just standing there, Joseph? Aren't you going to help her?
Would that I were able, my prince. Come, we've not a minute to spare.
Destiny awaits. Consider wisely our options. Destiny awaits. With me! I have you!
I trust you!
Witness the royal blade!
I shall protect you! Behold my might! Does this suit you? I never
How's
miss!
this? I must fight on! On your guard!
Crush him good! I am your shield! I trust you!
Ready yourself!
Embarrassing.
You'll see no harm! I am your shield! We shall see our duty through! Does this suit you? Up, sir!
Go. Now free!
I have you!
My magic is yours. Cornea shall never cave!
Seize her!
Enlighten me, Valmor. To what end do you seek to usurp my throne?
Self-centered fool. It's Zenoira are the rightful sovereigns of Feverith.
You seek to plunge the continent into war.
A proper ruler demands unity, not pointless politicking with insufferable neighbors. Now, I shall achieve that unity through conquest and reclaim that which is rightfully mine.
I would sooner see you
to plan, my lord.
And yet our work only just begins. We stand now at... Curious, though, that we've no trace of the old knight's captain.
About that, my lord. A lone cavalry unit was spotted riding through the eastern gate before it was barred.
And the boy is lost to us. A truth obscured only by his mother's futile attempt at a counter-offense. It would seem I underestimated her penchant for deception.
Year 895 of the Hallowed Chronicle. Claiming himself a scion of the fallen Sonoran Empire, Cornia's once decorated General Valmor rebelled against his erstwhile home at the seat of its monarchy, Gran Corinne. Its queen, Elenia, bold in the face of this staggering betrayal, stood unshrinking as the shield to her son Elaine's safe flight, and mustering what meager forces remained by her side, she rallied a defense as valorous as it was damned. With Cornia's queen lost, care of the young prince fell to her faithful knight, Joseph, who took wing beyond Valmor's wretched grasp to asylum on the Forned Isle of Palavia in the Holy Kingdom of Albion. And boastfully proclaiming himself Fevrith's new emperor, Valmor donned a second name, Calarius, and began a relentless onslaught the continent's nations could only but struggle against. Yet each realm's endeavors fell in vain time and again, and ere long Zenoira's vile dominion was realized. His blood-soaked unification come to bear, few dared stand against the ironclad fist of Emperor Galerius. Embers of resistance burned on, yet the downtrodden could cling only to furtive hopes of liberation. Desperate prayers which fell upon deaf ears night after unceasing night. Years have passed since the Shroud of War first set over Cornia.
I wonder if those two are at it again. Well, that takes care of the altar. I suppose I should be getting back.
Sorry, Elaine, but this round's mine.
Ah, you always were the optimist.
Damn it! You got a good hit in, I'll give you that. There's just no stopping you these days.
Yet you've grown no less than I have. Still, we could likely train for the rest of our lives, and even then, never manage to best Joseph.
Weird to think he's back on the mainland now. Guess that means we'll be going up against Zenoira soon.
Indeed it does. The people of Cornia are suffering, Lex. Crying out for whatever help will hear their pleas. Should I turn a deaf ear to those voices, I would have little and less claim to the crown I feel is mine. That, and I owe it to my mother to see them safe.
Well, yeah, but Zenoira's got the whole world in the palm of their hand.
The earth may be theirs, but the heavens will surely favor those who stand for justice.
You got a point there. Sorry for just... make sure you don't take it all on yourself. I'll be with you every step of the way.
Thank you, Lex. You know I can't do this without you.
Oh, stop. Anyway, that's enough training for today.
I suppose it is that time.
You see something out?
It's...
Looks like they're flying Zenoira colors, too.
This island is no longer safe. We have to tell the others.
With you there. You head for the cathedral. I'll make sure the town knows what's coming.
Seal off the harbor, and do it quick! Not a soul gets off this island under our watch. All soldiers have alighted, sir!
Dispatch the vanguard to the cathedral. And remember, we're to apprehend the target alive.
Understood, sir!
O Heavenly Father, ruler of land and sky above, we pray this day for deliverance from evil. Grant us the meager sustenance to nourish our fragile bodies in the times to come. Guide our lost souls on the path to salvation. Shine down your radiant light upon us, for darkness looms thick through all corners of Fevrith. Such is my request as your humble servant. In the name of the Guardian Unicorn, and that of the Holy Mother. Is that you, Elaine? How many times must I ask you not to stomp around in the cathedral? What is the meaning of the...
Well, look what we've got here. Seems we're the first to show. Rough her up if you want, but don't forget. The girl dies, and our heads will roll too.
Such depravity will not go unpunished. Not in the house of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah? Then you best get to praying. She's fat.
Not as fast as us.
What the?
Scarlet, are you...
Only a little shaken. What's happening to us?
A ship has come ashore on Palavian soil.
And are they aware that you're the Crown Prince?
I can't say for certain, but we know one thing. These people are our enemy, and they must be stopped.
Yes. My cathedral... Come. Let's move outside.
Your Highness.
Hold on. Where's Lex?
He went ahead to alert the town. We best find him and get to the harbor.
Indeed. But first, my prince, this belongs to you.
A ring?
The Ring of the Unicorn. Queen Elenia wished for you to have it. In truth, I had intended to wait till signs of age played more deeply across your face. I have the utmost faith you'll see it secured.
A keepsake from my mother. Thank you for this, Joseph. Truly.
Make no further mention of it. Now, let us be off.
The day will be ours. We march. To me.
now. Light!
We march on!
The path is set. Fine bout. The time is at hand. To me. For the liberation.
Sure thing. On it. I'm here. Ready. You got it.
Service of the royal family. What would you ask? I'll not fail you. What would you ask? As you wish.
It's not looking great.
I shall hold nothing back. Hold fast!
I have you.
Glory to the liberation! For the liberation!
I don't know. I'm up. On it!
Come! Stand true! I fight in me yet. Gaze upon the face of your demise. I have you! The battle is won! A trivial undertaking. I shall hold nothing back. I fight in me yet. I've not chosen my grave yet. Gaze upon the face of your demise. Hold fast! Glory to the liberation! A trivial undertaking. I shall hold nothing back.
This struggle will only prolong the pain. Accept the mercy of a swift demise.
I fail to understand, Hodrick.
Joseph, Cornea's most decorated knight. I'll guard you.
I have you. The battle is won. My steed demands rest. I'll not fail you. Very well. I have arrived.
Come then. Why are you doing this? You, who once stood as my mother's royal guard.
Enough of your questions, whelp. Interfere, and I shall see you suffer for it. Try again.
Let me.
A fine job. Your villainy ends here. Good. Another step forth.
May the Father smile upon me.
Well fought.
What foolishness is this? One such as I, brought low by the Cornea vermin that gnawed our ankles.
You've fallen far indeed, Hodrick. How many times did you stare death in the face at Her Majesty's side? Now, Look what you've become. I may stand as your swordmaster no longer, but I can yet offer you a merciful end to your descent.
Wait.
Your Highness.
Tell me, Hodrick. Do you remember the times you and I played together? Yours was a bond of loyalty few knights could hope to equal. Why can't... I refuse to cut down a friend without first knowing how we've reached this grim conclusion. A simple reason is all I ask. Please.
Elaine!
The ring! What sorcery is this?
Oh, my... What am I doing here?
A spell to shackle the hearts of men.
'Tis the only way I can think to describe it, my prince. That ill-fated day, all the lords closest to your mother turned... Unfortunately, my memories end there.
A frightful power, if what you say is true. This spell of control, it could be called. Such magic would go far in explaining how Galerius so swiftly brought Fevrith to its knees.
I shudder to think what unspeakable evil I wrought upon our world these last 10 years, though there is no greater misdeed.
That's enough. You mustn't... But I do wonder, how is this ring capable of unmaking the spell?
In truth, I had believed it to be mere regalia. A symbol of your birthright, and nothing more, to think the power of cleansing truly... Your Highness, that is the legend speaks of your ancestors wielding it to
The Orthodoxy has a similar story about the Holy Unicorn. It's entirely possible that the ring that bears its image...
Should go... Then this ring is the ray of light that will pierce its wicked heart.
Your words ring true, my prince.
Indeed. Were we able to free those bound by his...
It might just bring the Iron Wall of...
All told, I've often found myself plagued with doubt. Is it justice that guides our march, or paltry vendetta? Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path... Walk it I will, Mother. Today marks our first foray into the mists of despair which hang heavy over... It may take days, months, or even years. And how does Hodrick fare?
Well, all things considered. Any fog that lingers... By the way, Your Highness, among the Liberation members I've mustered in my past excursion, I'll ride to bring him to you the moment we've reached...
You have my thanks.
A word?
Is something wrong?
Well... No, it's not.
Are you sure? Anxiety will be the death of you if you keep it bottled up like that.
It really isn't important. It's just... Our lives have changed so drastically from the peace we had only yesterday.
I can't say I feel any different. But I've always known this day would come. It's why I've spent all these years training under Joseph's careful instruction. A shame you never had the chance to meet my mother. She was always one to blaze a path forward, royal blade in arm, but as her heir, I intend to lead in much the same way.
Is that why you and Lex spent all your days banging swords down at the
You've seen... You know, Hodrick was likely but one of many, and assuming the others who surrendered to Zenoira are being controlled as he was, we may just stand a chance in this. Yet our liberation is still in its nascent days. Promising, yes, which is precisely why I'll need your help, Scarlet.
Elaine. Of course. I'll do every...
Hey! Don't forget
Lex.
What?
I'm sorry, my prince. Decorum doesn't come naturally to this fool.
It's all right. When you've known each other as long as we have, there's no reason to let formality bind us.
But there are protocols to observe. Rules. Still, I'm of the same mind. What mind he has, that is. I'll give my all in the royal name.
Thank you all.
Elaine, what?
We're surrounded.
Not the welcome party I was hoping for.
Get your vile claws off of me!
Let her go!
Chloe!
I should have known you'd be behind this treachery, Renault.
What is the meaning of this?
Apologies for the icy reception, but
What business could you have with Scarlet? Unhand her this instant.
no, I don't think that will be happening. I act under orders from Emperor Galerius himself. As for what he plans to do with her, that's not for one of my station to know. Yet I shall see it done all the same.
No! Scarlet!
I'm ashamed to hear you met such misfortune before I arrived.
Your Highness, this man,
A pleasure.
Still, it rankles the mind. I never would have dreamt that Galerius was after Scarlet, and not you, my prince.
Who was that knight who took her?
His name is Renault, formerly a proud servant of... And just as I fell victim to...
All the same.
Perhaps her role as a priestess has something to do with... Lately I've heard making one with direct ties a prime target.
In any case, the risk to her safety is clear should she fall into Galerius's hands, and sitting idly by only serves to stoke my worry further. Let us be off at once.
Wouldn't do that if I was you. No chance you're helping the girl if you don't even know where you're going.
And you are?
Don't worry, he's a friend. A collaborator of mine by the name of Trevin.
Fancy way to refer to a spy. You need intel, dirt, or just the latest weather, I'm your man.
And what of Renault?
Road east, faster than a clap of thunder. I can only assume he's going for the city, but the real problem is his army of mercenaries.
Your Highness, we all share your sense of urgency, but we've no hope of aid.
Right. We depart as soon as we're able.
be ours.
In service of the royal family.
Onward.
Gaze upon the face of your demise. Stand true!
Healing!
I fight in me yet.
Take notes, Lex.
I've not chosen my grave yet. Awaiting your command. As you wish. Come.
You face me.
Gaze upon the face of your demise. I have you! I am with you!
Are you okay?
The battle is won! A trivial undertaking.
They will know what hit them. You got it.
I shall hold nothing back. Hold fast!
Healing!
Glory to the liberation! I've not chosen my grave yet. What would you ask? Very well.
On it.
We march.
Hoist the banners.
The time is at hand. The path is set.
Sure thing. Yes, sir.
I'll not fail you. As you wish. What would you ask? Very well. Gaze upon the face of your demise. I am with you!
I have you.
The battle is won!
In service of the crown.
For the liberation. I'll not fail you. By your word.
Onward.
I have taken it as our own. Come.
Are you okay?
Glory to the liberation! A trivial undertaking. What would you ask? Very well. Gaze upon the face of your demise. I fight in me yet for the liberation. I'll not fail you. As you wish. I have arrived.
Good. We march. The path is set.
I'm up. On it.
Awaiting your command.
Tis a deficient plan.
Well, look who finally came knocking.
Apologies, but I fear we lack the time for pleasantry.
Figures.
I'll be back. Time is at hand.
Sure thing.
We march. Excellent.
What would you ask? By your word.
This isn't gonna end well.
Your villainy ends here. Thanks.
I'll not fail you. Very well. Come. Stand true!
Take notes, Lex.
I've not chosen my grave yet.
Alone, are you?
What happened to your friends?
Long gone by now. But with all the time about him, never could have done without you lot chasing me halfway to hell and back, though.
The fort's empty, Your Majesty. Not a soul in sight.
Guy laid out the bait, and we just had to take a nibble.
Strange. Few leaders would play the sacrificial lamb in such a predicament.
Don't flatter yourself. I would have shook you off like weak old mud if I hadn't hurt my leg in our little scuffle. But hey, that's just part of the job. You're gambling with your life the second you take that coin.
Then you know how this ends.
Stay your blade, Lex. There's some... What does Galerius... I'll take any scraps of...
You do realize that they keep my pockets nice and heavy, and that's as far as my curiosity goes. So, sorry, but I'm not a questions kind of guy. At least not past my bottom line.
Well, what do we...
Let's say I offered to fill those pockets instead. What then?
First, I'd ask if you still had all your marbles, but I'm not the discriminator.
If this is supposed to be a joke, I'm not laughing. We're trying to beat the enemy, not hire them.
It's not every day you come across a man willing to greet the heavens in order to see his allies safe. Now, our aim is to liberate these lands from the oppressive clutches of... I'd ask your aid in that battle.
You know, I'd heard you were nothing more than the crumbs of some spineless resistance that got chewed up and spat back out. Never would have guessed you're really just a pack of reckless lunatics.
This so-called lunatic is none other than Prince Elaine, true-born heir to the Cornian throne. And our war is a righteous one.
You're trotting around the crowned brat of a dead-and-gone kingdom trying to flip a whole damn empire? Sorry, kids, but I don't like them odds.
Doesn't sound like he's interested.
Hope you know I don't come cheap.
Does that mean you'll join us?
Granted, you're willing to foot the bill. But you've seen enough to know I'm worth the gold and more. So we got a deal? We'll even cut you a little discount.
Now that we've settled matters here, we move to rescue Scarlet. Time grows short.
Indeed. It's more than evident. Delivering her from his bloodied talon.
Perhaps, but this is far sooner than we had planned. Casting the gauntlet at Renault's feet would only send us all to an early grave.
If I may add, there are those among I fear we have no hope of avoiding conflict with such base traitors.
It would seem we'll need to bolster our ranks then.
Your Highness, upon ushering you to Palavia, I have seen great suffering and I have every faith. My prince, fly your crest, cross the banner of the liberation. Spearhead the rebellion against Zenoira, and you will surely find...
Then I will do just that.